What's up, guys? I just woke up from a nap a little while ago. Um, to talk about something, it's kind of interesting to think when I think about hashtags. When I first used a hashtag, and I'm not totally convinced that I know what the hell I'm doing yet. I didn't know how they worked or anything, and for a long time, I've been indoctrinating. Doesn't sound creepy at all, right? A few hashtags, which include Be Stronger Than Your Excuses, which now has transformed into like a BSTYE, which is a short version of that, which is usually on our shirts. Spread Love Not Hate. Those were my first two. And I want to explain those really quick. They weren't hashtags necessarily. They were more of like rules for me to live by. And they're both on me, actually. I have a lot of my hashtags on me. And actually more to come soon, I think. My Be Stronger Than Your Excuses to me is because for my entire life I've always had excuses why not to do things. I've always been a big talker and not always great at executing what I talk about. You know, I used to talk about traveling and all of these things, and at that time I never even looked up a single ticket or had even any remote idea of what it would entail to do so, to travel. I used to talk about all kinds of things, getting healthy, or I always thought, I'm strong and this and that, and didn't realize I was wildly out of shape. Be Stronger Than Your Excuses is not necessarily for anybody but myself originally. It's because it's so easy to come up with one thing. Why not to do something? And really fast you'll understand that once you come up with that one thing, then you're going to come up with another thing and another thing, and then pretty soon it's just it becomes a reason more than an excuse, and then eventually you'll just go ahead and give up. Be Stronger Than Your Excuses has been with me since pretty much day one, and it's before it became this whole thing. It's so funny because years ago people are like, you should patent this, you should patent this. I think it's kind of stupid to patent a phrase, personally. Whatever. Spread love, not hate. In my life, even today, I'm really good at something. Talking shit. If that was an Olympic sport, 10 gold medals. It's not a good thing, and it's not necessarily something I'm proud of. I think it's just my character. I talk a lot of crap. But when I was married, and I'm not saying I've changed completely. I'm sure there's a lot of these things inside me still. But I was the fun hater, man. If my wife wanted to do anything, the kids, it wasn't my idea. I hated it. And I've always been, my way or the highway. And I've always found a reason why not to like something, and or why to hate it. A lot of the times it's just because, and it makes no sense whatsoever. Spread love, not hates, to remind me to try to love a little more, to try to open up a little more, to try to be more open to the way other people see things. A lot of the times I've talked about this before, we carry around the beliefs that we were taught, not necessarily the beliefs that we believe. And a lot of the times it's just because it's just things we know. Our parents, grandparents, and a lot of times the parents aren't. It's not their beliefs, it's the grandparents. So many of the times you're wandering around with 100, 200-year-old beliefs that aren't even yours. And that's not always a bad thing, but a lot of the times it is. I guess it depends on what beliefs were picked up along the way. And a lot of mine were not good. And so that's why I focus on that. That's what that one means. Drink your damn water, which I'm trying to do. I probably need to slam this because my stomach is upset. I ate too many sugar alcohols. Drink your damn water. When I was married, and I always refer back to this because this was probably one of my most unhealthy times. Food stamps were high and my weight was higher. Oh man, I don't know how many sodas I used to drink a day. 20, 30 maybe. My wife used to drink water like it was going out of style. I was like, that's disgusting. Why would you drink so much of that crap? I used to drink 4 green Monsters a day, the sugar ones, when they first came out. Alcohol. It's funny because all the carbonated crap I used to drink, no wonder why I had such bad acid reflux. I used to take prescription medication for that, and that didn't work. I used to eat Tums like 24/7. And it's funny because at that point in my life is when I got psoriasis. I feel like I literally gave it to myself. Drink your damn waters because, man, I probably never focused on drinking water in my life until 6 years ago, 8 years ago maybe, at best. Probably 5-6 years ago. And not even then. I'd say it probably really honed in about 3 years ago. And now I know the importance of it, obviously. And it's so funny because how do you make it all your damn life drinking alcohol, soda, tea, sugar, milk? Just, it's crazy, isn't it crazy? One of the most recent ones is Team Boo. You guys know what happened. As every day goes by without him, it increasingly gets more difficult knowing that he's never going to come back. I talk to him every morning recently. It's been really hard the last couple weeks. On my days off sometimes, like yesterday, I just cry a lot. I'm not religious, and I'm not. I don't look for pity or anything. It does make me a little upset that I had to be here without him. But something, I guess, tells me that maybe there's something that I have to do, you know? It's. The world can be jacked. And maybe there isn't anything for me to do, you know? I think that's just our own mind's way of coping with it. A lot of people think, well, you'll see him again someday, and blah, blah, blah. In my mind, I feel like that the reason people feel that way is because it helps them deal with the heartache of the current situation. There's nothing wrong with that. I guess my way of looking at it is a little different. Like I got a beautiful opportunity to raise my son on my own. With, of course, help. My mom. Couldn't have done it without her. I mean, I could have. I mean, who knows? But she deserves a lot of credit. To me, these things have a lot of meaning. And I lean on them. I lean on them a lot. I'll be honest, lately, I've been struggling with a lot of shit. I'm very much focused on my exercise and my workout, my strength training. My food is shit. Not complete shit. 90% of the time it's okay, but the 10% I gotta reel it in. Can't seem to get much calories in check. Having a hard time with that. Be stronger than your excuses. Spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water. Team Boo. These are things I lean on in my life, you guys. And you're more than welcome to lean on these things as well. I don't know where you're at or what you're doing with your journey. But I know we have a unique situation right now in life, and in which we have the opportunity to be alive. As you know, with my son or other people's children or loved ones, that can get taken from us at any time. I think at the end of the day, the single most important idea is to live your life the way you want to live it. And probably to make the most of it. Get the most, whether it's longevity, whether it's experiences, whether it's love, passion, happiness, experiences. Like, don't wait for anything. Tomorrow is a fucking lie. It's a straight up lie. It is not guaranteed. We literally have one guarantee in this life, and it's death. From the day you're born, you're not guaranteed to get a vehicle. You're not guaranteed to have loving parents. You're not guaranteed to be able to read, to go to school, to go to college, to find love. But the only thing that you're guaranteed is that someday, at some twist of fate, you're gonna die. Knowing that and understanding that that's going to happen no matter what. I think it's important and extremely crucial that you do anything that you can within good nature that makes you happy and feel satisfied. The reality is, none of us know what comes next. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm just going to be staring up at a wood box in blackness and everything just goes silent. Whether you believe that you go to heaven or hell or whatever. There's nothing wrong with those beliefs. That's your thing. But I think regardless of what it is, this life and this existence is going to give you one chance. Do what makes you happy. Don't regret things that make you smile. If you love someone, tell them. If you see someone and you miss them, give them a hug. If you want to go to a far off land, go. I see people so much, in their 70s and 80s traveling, and I talk to them all the time and they're like, I wish I would have done this 40 years ago. You got the right idea. Just thought I'd explain some of that, you guys. I'm doing my best to do the things that make me happy, and I expect the same out of you. Of course, be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water. Stay on track. And the hardest one of all, #Team Boo. Have a good day, guys.